Welcome back, everyone, to Season 42 of Gold Mining Sim. And we are attempting to mine out NightHawk anyways. We got basically 9 squares left here and a little bit up here. And that's pretty much it. We're out of really good ground. The other stuff is not bad, but there's a lot of overburden. I mean, a lot of overburden. I'm going to back this guy up a little bit and hop into him. Let's move him basically back over here. Like I said, I only have a couple squares left here to do the 9 over there, and that's it. And we're basically calling NightHawk done. We can already afford to buy a waterfall. It's just we're cleaning up whatever good stuff we can possibly muster here that we can actually get anything good out of. Can I quit bouncing and just frickin' dig? There we go. Much better. And no, we're not going to actually make that much off this. Whatever's left in this basic hole is, well, what's left. We are sitting back again at about 85, 86. We do have 19% of the stuff full. And because we're still not using any franks. Yep, 85. So hopefully we get about 10 or so 1,000 ounces out of this, but there's still no guarantees. I'm not holding my breath. I think we'll be lucky if we actually pull 6 out of here, which will still get us in the 70s, but not exactly where we actually want to be. We'll be sitting pretty close to 30,000 ounces, which again, by the end of the season, we were thinking 50,000 ounce goal was kind of where we wanted to be. But we'll have to wait and see. We might be moving to Waterfall tonight, which wouldn't actually hurt my feelings any. And because we're using the truck, it doesn't matter. We can set up on the first one, and we can set up on the last one. Don't really matter. 19%. Either way, we're gonna have some good gold ways coming up in our near future, anyways. This stuff shouldn't be that deep either. Should be able to dig it out real quick. This is about the deepest. And even yet, we're not really sitting on much. This one is coming to an abrupt end. Oh, so yeah, we're kind of running out of ground quickly. Like everyone always goes, oh, well, there's tons of ground on NightHawk. There isn't actually. Because realistically, when you actually look at the gold map, we finished off this whole main section, which was the really good stuff. Yeah, there's a couple plots here that aren't bad. They're deep. but there's a lot of overburden. This stuff, we don't even have to take it all the way down. We only have to go basically 3 meters off the top. So we'll skim it down for the 3 meters off the top, and that's why I say we should actually be pretty close to finishing tonight on it, because we should actually be able to get that slab off real quick. For quick and easy cash. Mind you, we're not really worried about the cash flow at this point in time. We're more worried about the numbers in the box. Did I accidentally click that one? We're definitely not doing that one. Alright, off and running. Piston is almost broken. This will be the second one we put in. Okay, that was close. Alright, I think if I can get off the ladder, I think I'm just going to scrape out this guy and work towards the next one. Finish it off. We might only be 30, maybe 40% by the time everything's said and done for this one. Can't believe how quick we actually mined out NightHawk. Didn't seem like there was actually that much gold here. I mean, yes, there is a bit, but not as much as one would think. There's a few spots that are close to 2,000 ounces, but still just nowhere near as much as what one would think. So if we did on average of say 1,500, we probably mined out what would we figure 15,000 ounces so far out of here. And hopefully by the time we get the 9 squares done and this one, we should be another 8,000 at least. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably back up here in a second. Maybe. There we go. That way I can finish off this little corner, whatever this is. Now these ones were about 2,000. 250. 296. The one that's right here is 955 apparently. 251, 14. Yeah, so these ones I'm just gonna clear off, but And we'll see about getting a bit more out of this one. There we go. I think we basically have one more square left there to clean up, and then that's it. So we'll get about 4 truckloads maybe out of it, and hopefully about 1,400 ounces. Well, even if 1,000. There's 21% sitting there. Basically, my ideas are just to mine as much out as possible here. I'm gonna have to fill this thing up pretty soon. So we're just gonna mine out this spot entirely, and then we'll do the gold way. I think that's gonna be one of the best options. There we go. And yeah, I'm sort of cleaning up this edge too. I mean, there's still gold there. Not that great, but it's still got something. I just gotta remember, for the most part, on those ones, not to dig as deep. Take a bit of the top layer, good bucket depth, and that's it. And we've been mining pretty steady, so by midnight I think we had 11%. As soon as this one gets down to about 200, 300, we're done on it. So let's say 13. Oh, that one changed. That was 251. It was 900, now it's 251, so we got most of it out. What's left is not worth dealing with. Alright, that one's out. Nope, nope, that's not where I want it. Up there. Oh, there's a good chunk missing there. ep7. And the last big scoop for this truckload. I'm thinking one more big truckload, maybe two. Then I'll move the Traco, I'll fill it up using that. The big slip tank, and then we'll go move it back down and clean that up. Well, there's 23%. Got broken springs, broken pistons, just a graveyard of broken parts. So what are we sitting at? 12 already. It won't be 1,200 ounces in very long, considering how small this piece already is. Okay, let's finish this truckload, then let's take a look, because yeah, we're rapidly running out of square. Alright, we are sitting at 700. So that was 500 ounces gone in a second. Alright, so we should be able to clean that corner out in one more truckload, and then we're sitting at maybe another 500 out in one truck. And 200 left. That's not bad. And 24%. Oh, mind you, it might be 25% with this truckload. I'm seemingly getting closer and closer to falling in. There's 54%. Alright, we can start to see the outline. I think one more good bucket right in the corner here. We should be close. Oh, looks like we can get one more out of here. probably all stuck at the very bottom. I'm gonna miss this layout. NightHawk actually did have a good, solid platform for where we had the truck backing up. I am not sure what the other platform is going to be like. Alright, let's see how deep we can go here. That might be where most of it's hiding. We'll fill this truckload up and then we'll see if that made any difference on the gold. I'm hopeful that it did. Now we're doing one truckload, another one. Alright, off and running with this guy. 467. We can do one more truckload, but yeah, that dropped to where we want it. Alright. One more. Sort of cleaned out the corner on that one. It could be that there's a bunch right here. There's still ground here, we might as well try to dig it out. If we're anywhere close to like 300 ounces left out of here once I'm done this load, then we'll just call it. Okay, let's look at her now. Still 400. Alright, well, I guess we'll try for one more load after this. Gotta be right in that corner. Alright. 26%. It definitely got a few more loads into it off this 1B. So, ooh. Okay, can I make it past here without dipping and diving in? There we go. Alright, well that one's definitely getting low. I think it's actually, I'm gonna have to move the traco down. I think it's this corner right here that's causing most of the grief. If I can get even a bucket or two out of there, that might help. Alright, just trying to get this corner. And yeah, I know, I'm well aware that the traco's sitting down on that. Bulk of it's sitting on nice flat ground, so we're fine with that. Alright, there's not much more I can do with that. We're going to take that off, then we're going to move it over here. So, let's walk this behemoth back and get it fueled up while we do this one. Then we'll strip these 9 and see where we sit. The interview. I think while I'm also up here, I'm gonna put this on the pad and pay for it too. Rocky Rolly. Now, which way is the fuel cap? Is around the other way. Alright, well, cuddle this thing up right here. Alright, let's turn it off. Grab this, get up here, and fill the behemoth. I think what I'm also going to do is bring this thing down, park it here, so when the fuel is done like this, I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to steal the hose, fuel it up, and fuel it up, excuse me, and replace this. Because this one's pretty much toast. Let's go order another one. Equipment store, we need parts. We need something that looks like a piston. Now we can just jam it right in there, and there we go, new piston installed. Alright, this one's fueled up, that one's fueled up. Actually, I'll park the truck down here and back up and clear out this area. This might only work out being another 10% of the wash plant, but it is what it is. In theory, should be sitting at around the 8,000 ounce mark. Alright, I need to be about here. There is a bit of overburden on this stuff, but this shouldn't also take long to find the good gold, as we already see here. That's close enough for this guy. I don't think I have to go too deep on this one. I think I'll go another scoop down and pull out, and then we'll skim it from there. It should work out. That new piston should last us a little bit of time. I'll start digging out this way too. Oh, guess that spot is 100% dry. Well, it should start flowing again at least, thanks to the rain. Alright, I think we're pretty close on that one. 249, yeah, we just got to clean out the edge of the hole, so that one's good. So if I just pull backwards on that side right there, we should be just about right. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so in theory, all I have to do is basically clean out this spot, and this one should be done. Maybe a bit more in this corner. Yep, it's filled up and is flowing again. Yeah, we knew it was going to. It's raining, of course it's going to. It's actually the first day of summer too. Well, that we did actually get another truckload out of here. Alright, what are we sitting at? Still 200. No, we still got a little bit right there that we can take out. And then that one. That's not bad. 3 truckloads for 600. Then the real fun will begin. Yeah, I think it's mostly that right there that's causing the issues. Just starting to get down on that one. The other one is now showing white, so I think. Yeah. We're good on this guy. Minus the fact that it just fell in the frickin' hole. That's one of them. That's 600 down. May park the truck on the other side and see. I'm pretty close to the middle, so I should be able to take out both.
Oops. Actually, creamed the truck. So I'm trying to
not turn into things. Alright, let's park this thing about here. See if we can catch the other one. I might have to move the track out just a little bit, but I think we can manage that. I'll move down just a bit. Yeah, when I was up there, why didn't I buy this thing for 100,000? Probably closer to $1 million. There you go. Alright, managed to get the bucket stuck. Alright, so if I clean it out about the same depth all the way across, we should be pretty good. Oh, there's 30% of the mats. And 1 second. Alright. There we go. Now it's marking in a nice color. Alright, so that should be about that depth there. I just gotta do that all the way along. Yeah, do that all the way along. We've probably got another 2 truckloads, at least, for these two. Well, this will make it 31% across the mats. Didn't want to get out. Guess the game decided, nope, you've been in the truck too long. You must leave. Okay, having problems getting up the hill here. There we go, just need to do that level. Going across. Alright, one more big scoop out of here and we should be pretty close to the right amount. So top end at 400 and 616 still. That one's 657, 665, and 712. I just gotta clean it out basically. I think it's more than adequate for the depth. It's just clean out the pit and away we go. Alright, let's see what we can do. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted to see. Other than the fact that I keep getting it wedged. Alright, let's see. I feel like I'm actually too deep for that one now. $336, there we go. Just a little bit more. Probably over here. And a bit more right here. Right, I think that one's done. Or close enough. I don't think there's 300 in it anymore. 32%. Alright, time to clean this one out to match whatever that one was. Which actually shouldn't take that long to do, considering it's mostly dug out. Okay, there's the amount. So what we got? Still 316 and 470. Still more gold in there than you think. Problem is, I don't know where. Where in that hole is the extra gold? Alright. Got him backed in where I want him. I wonder. That might be part of it. Same with this. There we go. All of a sudden it started marking in that corner. That tells me everything. I just need to clean up this corner then. Okay, it was gold there for a second. What is it doing now? 50. It's done. That was the piece. And this one I'm pretty sure is all in this corner right here. Alright, so I should be able to start backing up now. Well, there is a little bit more to take out of there. But we're basically down to 6 squares, and then that's it. But now that I got the level figured out, it shouldn't be too bad. Just go straight across and clear it out. just try for that little chunk there, and okay, that's getting too deep then. Or just magically all of a sudden. Nope. Okay, well, we marked again. Nope, 366. So we're just about there. I think it's just this corner left, and it's good. Alright, let's see about cleaning this corner out. That seems about right. There's 85. I'm chewing into the next one. What we got now? 81. We can halt. 680, 624, and 655. So, yeah, we can start cutting back into these ones quickly. Those three are done. Yeah, we should have a pretty good solid 40% by the time we're all done. We have moved a ton of dirt. Alright, let's just scoop it up about that height. A little bit of dirt on the outside edge that we cleaned up, but okie dokie. now all of a sudden we're really chewing through it. A lot of times for me, anyways, it's just a matter of getting down to the right layer, and once you've got it figured, mostly mentally, it's not so bad to actually do the rest. So I'll just cut in, do all of that in one shot. Here's 53. Like I said, it doesn't take long once you've actually got it opened. Well, that's what I find anyways. Once you actually have it opened up, it's easy to skim it at that layer to back where you need it. So for example, these two, there's 221 left and 567. And they're all close to that same amount. These two are straight up at the top, so that's not too bad. Being that we just start dipping into it, that's not bad. We might be actually over 40%. But then we gotta move this monster. That's gonna be the trick. I can't remember. I think it's something stupid like 16,000 ounces a hole or something like that. I mean, it is something stupid. But we should be able to manage that. We might have to make a road down, or we might need to make a path down. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out once we get there. Eight. And 100. Well, the one immediate square there is just about done. And the one right underneath it is the next one. It's actually still dumping. It's still marking though. That's a good sign. Alright, let's start taking it layer by layer off here. Ooh, that dropped the excavator down quite hard. I just took a solid layer off. Let's take a gander at the numbers here. Since the truck is full again. This one, 82, close enough. We're down to 509 and 694 in the corner. So I think I'll just start backing up and taking the rest off. And then I'll come back for those other two. Yeah, we might actually break our 40%. I was worried that we wouldn't get close to it, but for the dirt that's left, we should be able to do it. It's not like we're mining to Timbuktu here. We actually can do pretty good. Back up just a bit. I'll also try and take a good section off that. There we go. Another full truckload. And what have we got in this one? Still saying 428, so must have to take a little bit deeper layer off. Yep, 38%. I know for the whole day of working, we have not done the clean out, so this day is strictly just straight mining. So we probably passed midnight before we're actually doing the cleanup. The one the night before that you guys missed, we ran about 4,000 yards and we made about 9,000 ounces. So overall, not bad. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oop, that immediately turned it off. Alright, so there's not that much there on that one. Let's reconsider the corner. It might be the corner. Yeah, I'm thinking it was the corner. So yeah, we only have about 4 squares left to figure out. And I mean, 600 ounces averaged a hole. That's not bad. Alright, what is actually hiding in that corner? I want to say that one's done. Still not. Still magically 406, and I'm not sure how. Is that the magic spot? Not seeing it light up, so. So I'm not really sure. 405, that one's down to 687. Is it deeper in a different spot or what? That one's not going to take much. No, we are sitting at 40%. Oh, pardon me. I'm very confused by this spot. This one, well, that's self-explanatory. The only thing I can think of is I have to dig a bit deeper for that one. Because the square itself's empty. Still 404. And it's half a meter. There's a spot and a half a meter. This one? Is that the spot? Didn't see it perk up or anything. There we go. Dug it just a bit deeper, about pretty close to a half. All the way along. Still, I have no idea. Gotta be that corner. Well, it magically lit up again, so obviously We're close. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the magic spot. It's a freaking corner. Alright, so I should be able to back up now and just clear it. That only took us 3 truckloads to find that. So the plus side, we actually probably close to 50% by the time we're all said and done with this crap. So let's back up a bit. I gotta skim that down anyway, so. There we go, got a lot more of that corner. .63%, and it's getting dark. It's still raining even though it says it's sunny. It's just like real life. Alright. Oh, that's a pretty good dip. Alright, let's see what the patch says here. I'm really hoping with the amount the maths show here that we're 8 to 10,000. We were the last time. We were between 8 and 10. I do not want to exit the machine, you swine thing. Alright, let's take a look. Still 317, 331, so that one's almost done. And 638. Alright, so that corner is definitely cleared off. Alright, so it's down to 4, so that's good. 617 and 325. That one's 585. So there we go, we finished, we finally succeeded and finished off the last of the good piece there. So I just need to back up and finish these two in 2 truckloads, and then yeah, we should be clean up and moving. up. I'll back it right up out of the, from off top of this stuff. That one doesn't actually have that much left in it either. Which I think this is mostly top stuff now left, so should only have to skim the top. Which is probably why that stuff isn't marking the way it is. So I just need to skim the top. Alright, skimmed most of the top of that one. We have 138. Yeah, all of these are just top. So I don't even have to dig as deep into it. I just have to finish skimming the rest of this. Theory, about 500 ounces a truckload here. There we go. Okay, successfully skimmed most of that. I think I got most of it in the truck too. That's just an added bonus at that point. Got a little bit left in that corner, which I am going to grab. There we go. I don't think there's much. Well, there's still 120. 433. So it's probably that stuff. That wasn't the most gracious of scoops, so might have to back up just a bit more to clean a little bit more of those two. Okay, I'm just going to park it right about here. Because I think the rest of that is probably hiding right in this corner, right like that. And yeah, we're going to try and get as much of that 100 ounce left as we can. 57, we don't have to worry about it. Alright, this one can't have too much left in it. Alright, might be easier to go backwards than forwards. Alright, this one can't be too bad. 16 ounces, no point. We'll back up to the other side. Not bad. Averaging about 300 ounces a truckload. That we can do. Likewise, I only need to skim this one. Also not park so much. Alright, we are dangerously close to doing a cleanup. Might be a little tedious at first, but we shall see what we can get out of this. Thinking actually the gold out of here is almost better quality and better amounts than what the other one was. Okay. We only have maybe 2 more truckloads. Freaking rock truck is snaky. Alright, let's see. Do I need to go down much further than that? Where are we sitting? 429, so yeah, we do need to go down a little bit more. Probably something like that. I think we're getting close now. Wash plant fan belt almost broken. Well, the fact that that thing never turns off probably has something to do with it. That thing runs 24/7 indefinitely. 176, so we don't have that far to go on it. That didn't take us very long to make a big hole. Big square hole. It's actually the largest cleanup we've done yet. I've never, especially with the orange beast, I don't think I've ever done a 45% cleanup. And actually this could probably get close to 46%. I just got to clean up that little spot next. And working backwards into that one. $55. We don't have to worry about it. So $570 for that one. Oh, that's the end of the night right there. Well, there's a record. 5,000 yards of dirt mined. So yeah, that's fairly impressive. Worker salary $5,390. Still spending $201,000 a night on machines. Yeah, 5,000 yards of dirt moved. I move more dirt in a single day than most people do with the Franks. With a friggin' truck. The truck is good. For those that don't know, the truck is actually really good. It's efficient as hell. You spend more, well, actually, no, you don't. I was going to say you spend more in fuel, but no, you don't. The Franks use a ton of fuel. What the hell am I stuck on? There we go. Spinning my wheels, can't go anywhere. Alright, a little bit up ahead there. We are just about done. Definitely backing out of the hole. There we go. Let's clean up this spot. This will be still another 2 truckloads by the looks of things. Oh, I'm digging hard soil, apparently. And yeah, I am going to keep checking, too. We have 509 left. And we know it's just in that spot. The rest of it, I'm happy with. We got down pretty good. %. This might make 80. $48. 48%. We are doing pretty good. The fact that we moved 5,000 yards in a single night or day is fairly impressive. I don't think I ever did that with the Franks, because at a certain point, you have to fuel the damn things up. And they are pigs. They take a long time to fill up. They burn through enormous amounts of fuel for it. The maintenance is actually not too bad, but you do blow motors and belts. Whereas you have to put the piston or battery in this and fuel. But it doesn't take very much fuel to fill it up, so it's not really that bad. Alright. Yep. Marked in a beautiful coloring. Yep, that's 100%. What we got left in the hole? 45. That is the last truckload. That last little flicker of life was it. We'll run this. And we'll see what kind of gold we actually got out of NightHawk. As the last sort of hurrah before we move to the big one. I didn't like the big one at first last season, because I think with the Franks and everything else, it kind of stressed me out of how much I needed to mine. And now that a couple of you on the forum said, you know, really, it's not that bad. Basically, it's like, well, you know how to make a ramp with the trucks. Just make a ramp and dig it out. Okay, well, we can try that. I'm willing to try it. It's only $10 million to buy out the land. It's not like we don't have the money for it. We have $17 million. And God knows how much we're going to make off this. Oh yeah, I guess I can put that back under. Along with the other ones. And don't forget, if I run out, I have more. And over goes. Pretty good cleanup, staying at 48% there. I am really curious. So right now, before we do the cleanup, we're sitting at 85th with 25,000. If we, for whatever reason, we do get 10,000, that'd get us to about 35. 35 would get us around Tony Beats. Don't you really built up quick. There's the last 1%. There we go. That's the last run for it. Pipe off. Oh, well, I don't need that running. Just these. We're switching ground anyways, it doesn't really matter. Alright. Let's see what NightHawk has provided us. And yeah, I still do the magnetite. It's just... Well, actually, I guess I don't need to. I could just dump this straight into the gold. I really don't need the magnetite anymore. It's not really beneficial for us. Okay, that's full. Just drop that right into there. And we got 2 full pails out of that in a short period of time. We're sitting at 28% on the wash table in our current state, so I might just take these ones off. Time it takes to take them off. Could be actually a pretty full wash table when we're done. Oh, we'll break 50% on the wash table. There we are, 55. As it's washing again, I'll put all the mats back on. Alright, back to be washed. Put these back on according to what we can do. Maybe if I can grab them. Alright, there's 66. Oh, we're gonna see in a second or two what actually we get out of that. And yeah, I am going to button this up right away. That way it's all good to go for the next place we end up. And it's easier to travel when it's all nicely done. Right, so that guy goes on there. That's all empty, they're all empty. Alright. Away it goes. Yep, there's the first 1,000. 2. Saving. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. We did break 10. We broke 10,000 ounces for a cleanup. 11,000. 11,600. Okay, that was a bit more than I was expecting. So, Tony beats you're down and under us. So we're actually at 36,000. So, yeah, 36,000. 69th place. That's not bad at all. Biggest problem now is finding the truck, going to the smithy. If the truck will start. We did kind of run into it with the rock truck. And let's smith our massive box of gold. 11,600. Definitely the largest gold weigh I've done this season. Nuggets not counted as final score. That's good because, well, we don't have any. But yeah, 69th. If I, because we're only 14, we're less than 14,000 away from our goal. Oh, there's Ninja. Old man games. Oh, we blew past him. If we, well, there's Wee Man. There's an Eastwood. If we got up around 60,000, we'd be 40th place. I think we can probably do that though if we actually got the waterfall. That's the next stop is the bank. I think we're just gonna buy it. Alright, where's my box? There's my box. Poor truck, it actually squats it down pretty good. Could you imagine having 11,000 ounces in real life? Did have to save right when I was going over, didn't it? Alright. I think the profit margin on stocks is, oh, it's going down a bit. Time to sell it anyways. Not bad. 13 million. So we have 30 million parcels of land. So we did buy Pine Valley. It's high in gold. NightHawk. Very high in gold. We mined most of it out. Waterfall. $10 million. Oh darn, we're down to 20 million. Whatever will we do? Yeah, I know, $20 million still left in the piggy bank. And yes, we will move everything over shortly. First order of business, we need to go here and we need to do the drills a bazillion times. Because this is just way quicker to do it. I mean, it's 15,000 for per 20, but I have no idea where we sit with this already. Do another 5, 4, 2, 1, done. Transportation. NightHawk waterfall from NightHawk. Mobile, small trailer, sure, big generator, dump truck, hopper, huge excavators. Those guys. Transport container. No, we'll do that. Move machines. Bam, there's nothing left. So, gold map. Well, we still need to do a few more, but look at this one. 14,000. 25,000. Yeah, it's 30 meters deep, but look at the friggin' gold. We can do that one. Sad truth is there's like 600, 700, all the way. We need to finish up with it first of all, but we do need to figure that out. But I also need to smack into this thing at light speed. There we go. Why, you say? Something's still blocking the damn door. It's not even upside down, it's just being ignorant. Of course, you can only open it up one way. Only me that's blocking it, huh? Nope. Nope, it is not me. Alright, let's ram into it, move it in such a way that we can open the stupid door. There. Do that. There we go. That goes way in there. Goes away. Spare one goes in here. Cable. This is the part that actually usually takes the longest, just moving and setting up everything. Not that we have to worry, we still have like 19 million. And yeah, we'll drive out there. Because you never know, we might find another package that says, oh, well, you've all of a sudden got it to where you can mine 95% more gold. Who knows? Oh, where's that big connector? There we go. We might need this. Alright. I think I was just still pumping water. We never stopped. So we got a couple big cables. Got a couple big hoses. There we go. We do have a few cables that we can do. Oh, I had 4 cables with that one. Might just put this in the back of the truck. Since it was all over here. Right, so we just got a couple more cables to work with. Not sure how that one fell out, but it did. We have 2 more cables. And then some buckets. And then NightHawk is officially done. Now, a few of you also said that we could just refresh NightHawk and keep going, but we might as well try with another one. Alright. Do you believe that is it? Oh, no, it is not. That's the one other thing that we need lots of. We need to pick up our stupid cables. That's busted. One of the other cables was up here. We got 2. There's another one. There's 3. We did go through a few springs with the old wash plant, didn't we? I have not seen the other spring or cable anywhere, so I have to. I can order more. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be driving there, but I'm going to transport the container right away. Okay, transport. NightHawk to waterfall. Boink. Everything moved over to 5. Okay. I can upgrade him for 11. minus 8% malfunction. Ooh, I can upgrade him too. That's the overseer. I don't think there was anybody. Nope. Right. That's it. We are officially done NightHawk. Oh, we finished that with a bang. 11,000 ounce cleanup. That's nuts. And yeah, we could probably got another 10 out of the middle if we tried hard enough, but I don't know. It's just I don't think it's worth it. Excuse me. Okay. All the stuff came out. Let's just transport back to there. As apparently all of our stuff came out, and it decided to have a massive nervous breakdown. Apparently hauling that many pails was not good for it. At least I can retrieve my hood. And all my stuff. See if we can get through this time. Well, that's two of them. There's three. I don't see anything else other than my hood. There we go. Hey, cool, I managed to make it through the gate this time. You managed to keep my hood. Although at this point in time, oh, there it goes. I was gonna say it was a souvenir. Okay, is the weird guy still in the outhouse? Yep. Yeah, he is. Oh, seriously? I have no idea what the point of that is. All right. Off to Waterfall. I actually go past Pine Valley going this way, but not really important. Alright, I want to go this way, don't I? Oh, I don't. What am I doing? I think it was Pine. We don't want to go to Pine. We want to continue on and venture forth. I hit nothing. I absolutely hit nothing. There was a whole lot of nothing there. Alright, waterfall and the other one. Waterfall, we definitely want to go down this way. The gate is open. As treacherous as that first piece is, we still manage to get through it. Now it's nice and smooth. It is quite the trek down this frickin' road. And no, I have not seen any presents. Which really kind of sucks, but... Alright. Cross the mysterious bridge. I'm going to drive around out here just to see if there's a present hiding. It doesn't appear to. Alright, we'll venture across this bridge. There's the fast travel point. You have successfully hit the thing. Yeah, waterfall actually does have a pretty good setup. And if we burn down this road, we should get to the other main camp. Yep, that's our main camp here. Okay, the plant can get set up there. Let's take a look to see which plant actually looks better. I set up on the far one the last time. What does this one look like? You know what? I kind of like this one better. I think this is going to be where we set up. Yeah, I like that one better. Alright, we'll set up here. Oh, hang on. I'll take a hose with me. Might need another connector actually. $50,000. We'll put 10 grand or 15,000 worth of water in it. here. Alright, that's not bad. I believe I have the other one out there. Wherever my can is. There's the can. Oh, the wheel's getting bad on this one. Alright, well, I'll drag it out to here. Desperately need a mechanic so we can start fixing this stuff. Alright, so I need a few things actually. Why don't I just try this? There we go. Wow. Well, that worked about as well as I expected it almost to. In that case, not really. Okay, where's the other cable? There it is. Oh, we are moving. As long as we can keep moving, that's the only thing that matters. Speed and power. Oh, it's struggling again. Let's give it a bump. We're halfway there with the can. Actually, the one cable was working pretty good. Way quicker moving stuff like this. Come on, we're going downhill. Come on. Oh, we gained momentum. I think basically, so long as we have our equipment and everything right around here, we should be pretty good. We'll shut off for a minute. Oh, this isn't the right end. Oh, it is. Something is blocking the container door. Yeah, it's called the ground. Let's see if we can just bump a corner and was cotton edge. As long as I can get it upright. Nope. Alright, let's try something else. Come on, bake it up. Oh yeah, that worked well. Alright, gradually. Alright, well, that tends to move it, but it's not. Moving in the right direction, that's for sure. There we go. There we go. Alright, where is our big? Alright, well, that'll go out here. That's what I'm looking for. Might have to order another one of these. The plus side, it's all gravity fed downhill. Yeah, we'll have to have one more. I'll go order one more connector. I don't think I actually need the pump anymore. But I gotta do a couple more drill samples anyway, so this works. Fortunately, doing this as many times as we are doesn't actually add up to much. We can blow $1 million doing this and still not have enough. Alright, so equipment store. We also need accessories. The large one. So if we actually look at the gold map, that's looking better, looking more filled in. Yeah, look at this, 21,017, and there's 154.10. I think we can come in from the side actually. I mean, it's 14 meters deep. That's great too. 17 and 24, and that's just solid. I think we can come in. So that says 12. I think that's the closest one. Either that or we go in from the corner here, because I mean that's not bad either. Oh, it's better. So this one's got apparently 7.5 meters overburden. But still, 0.48 ounces through that. I think we could dig it out from the bottom side, as long as we get down there, but This is 1.2. This is 1.8. This is 6. This is 18. She drops like a ton of bricks. Oh, that's cool. Well, it's going to take us a little bit to get set up, as it usually does. But I think we're going to be actually okay with this. We'll do a little finding ourselves for the next stream and go from there. I only need another 14,000 for our goal, but if we get more than that, that's just a added bonus. Only problem is technically I need another one. However, I think what we're going to do, since we have an army of pails, is we'll do all the cleanup up top. We'll basically just bring the mats straight up and clean up there. I think that's what we're planning. Anyways, that's going to be it for me tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And of course, if you guys are new here, been around for a while, just not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. On the YouTube side, it's below the video, and I'll scroll in the bottom right corner. Some say that he is the world's best excavator operator when it comes to setting plants up. Well, that's at least what he said on the resume. That he's lying to the world, but if you do see him, smack him upside the head and push that button. And of course, flip over to the kick side and hit that subscribe and follow over there as well. And check out the descriptions below because there's lots of goodies there. And we will see everyone on the next stream. Take care and thanks for watching.